Dear students, today we are discussing about the organizational aspects topic under the construction management and entrepreneurship CME. This is the sixth period, sixth lecture. Objectives. On completion of this period, you would be able to know the functions of administrative officers, duties of chief engineer and superintending engineer in the government departments. So, by completion of this period, at the end of this period, you would be able to know the functions of administrative officers, duties of chief engineer and duties of superintendent engineer in the government departments. In the previous class, we have discussed engineering departments of the government. What are the different engineering departments of the government? Under the state government, central government and public sector also we are discussed. So, different engineering departments of the central government, different engineering departments of the state government, different engineering departments of the public sector under the central government, the organizational structure of the engineering departments, hierarchy. What is the organizational structure of the engineering department? Everything is, these all are we all learned in the previous class. Now, various departments under state government: irrigation department, roads and buildings R&B, Panchayati Raj engineering department, public health department, rural water supply department, tribal welfare engineering department, etc. Administrative setup in engineering departments. This is the hierarchy administrative setup. Already we are discussed in the previous class itself. So once again, at a glance: minister, secretary, engineer in chief ENC, chief engineer CE, superintendent engineer SE, executive engineer EE, deputy executive engineer DEE, assistant executive engineer or assistant engineer. This is the administrative set of hierarchy from top to bottom. Top from the ministry, state government, he is work under the state government ministry, under his on secretary from secretariat, and engineer in chief ENC for the particular engineering departments. ENC is there throughout the state. He will headed by the throughout the state. And chief engineer under the ENC, engineer in chief, a group of chief engineers will work. They are also working for the state, entire state. Under the chief engineer, superintendent engineer will work. A group of superintendent engineers will work. So under the ENC, a group of chief engineers work. The chief engineer will responsible for engineer ENC. He will report to the engineer ENC, as well as the superintendent engineer is responsible to the chief engineer he will report to the chief engineer CE. A group of superintendent engineers work under chief engineer, a group of chief engineers work under ENC. So a group of superintendent engineer work under a chief engineer. The entire state is divided into number of circles, each circle headed by the one superintendent engineer. He will report to the chief engineer and he is responsible to the chief engineer. A number of circles are there, each circle one superintendent engineer SE is there. They will report to the chief engineer. So he is a head of the circle, superintendent engineer. Under the superintendent engineer, a group of executive engineers will work. Executive engineer and entire circle is divided into number of divisions. Each circle is divided into number of divisions. The executive engineer is a divisional head. He is responsible to the superintendent engineer. He will report to the superintendent engineer. So superintendent engineer work, he is head of the circle. He will work under the chief engineer. Whereas executive engineer, he will work under the superintendent engineer. He is head of the division. Circle is divided into number of divisions. Circle head is superintendent engineer and divisional head is executive engineer EE. Superintendent engineer SE, chief engineer CE, engineer in chief ENC. ENC, chief engineer CE, superintendent engineer SE and executive engineer EE. E is a head of the division. Under the executive engineer, a group of deputy executive engineer work. So executive engineer is the head of the division, whereas the deputy executive engineer is the head of the subdivision. So a division is again divided into number of subdivisions. Entire state is divided into number of circle. Each circle is divided into number of divisions. Each division is divided into number of subdivisions. Subdivisional engineer is nothing but a deputy executive engineer. He is the head of the subdivision. He will work under the superintending engineer. He will report to the superintending engineer. He will responsible to the he is work under the executive engineer. He will report to the executive engineer. He is responsible to the executive engineer. That is deputy executive engineer. He is a subdivisional head. And assistant executive engineer or assistant engineer, they will work under the deputy executive engineer. They are responsible to the deputy executive engineer DE. Under the subdivision, they will work on section. So the section head is nothing but assistant executive engineers or assistant engineers. So entire state is divided into number of circles. Circle head is superintendent engineer and each circle is divided into number of divisions. Divisional head is executive engineer. Each division is divided into number of subdivisions. Subdivision head is deputy executive engineer. Under each subdivision there are number of sections. Under this every section one assistant executive engineers will work. Number of assistant engineers in a section, assistant executive engineers or assistant engineers work. Up to assistant executive engineer qualification is any degree in engineering. If it is department, civil department, there is degree in civil engineering. In the case of assistant engineer, he is the only diploma holder. So this is the hierarchy of the entire administrative setup in engineering departments. The administrative setup in the government engineering department is already discussed. The duties of chief engineer and superintending engineer are going to be discussed in this lecture. Duties of chief engineers and superintending engineer are going to be discussed in this lecture. So duties of chief engineer. Before going to duties of chief engineer, there are duties of administrative officer is also here just mentioned in the objectives. We are going to discuss administrative officer. Then administrative officer is responsible to provide administrative support to an organization. An administrative officer is responsible to provide administrative support to an organization. Some duties include inventory management, organizing company records, roster scheduling, budget and office reporting, invoicing and customer services. These are looked after by the administrative officer, and for the all engineers, all officers, all employees, so salary bills or pay bills also looked after by the administrative officers. So that is the duties of the administrative department, that is administrative officer. Though it is the duties of these engineers also, there is in organizational setup there is administrative department, administrative officer. Now we are going to discuss about the duties of chief engineer. Chief engineer is the technical and administrative head of the department. Chief engineer is the technical and administrative head of the department. So as a chief engineer is ultimately responsible for all operations and maintenance that has to do with any and all engineering equipment throughout the entire ship and supervises all other engineering officers and engine ratings within the department. A chief engineer takes charge of an entire engineering department, leading a team as they complete various projects. Chief engineer works alongside other engineers and technicians, approving designs, calculating costs, negotiating contracts, and executing plans safely and efficiently. These are the duties, the main duty of an engineer. And chief engineer is as you said, is a technical and administrative head of the department. As a technical head, he exercises technical control in the execution of the projects and maintains works, submits budget proposals to the government, and exercise control over the expenditure and controls employment transfer and discipline of the staff. As a technical head, he exercises technical control in the execution of the projects and maintenance works, submits budget proposals to the government, exercises control over the expenditure, controls employment, transfer and discipline of the staff. In addition to the discussed, the chief engineer enjoys the financial and administrative powers. As a technical head as well as the administrative head, he accord administrative approval as a chief engineer up to 4 crores. He accord administrative approval, and he allotment and tenders for 4 crores, and full powers of an agreement up to 40 lakhs, and natural climatic conditions, if anything happens, work order he will give directly up to 2 lakhs, and technical sanction and original works or maintenance works. In the case of technical sanction, he will give original works or maintenance and repairs also. For in the case of original works, maintenance works, he is the full powers. He is a full powers. Whatever the cost, he has a full powers. as a chief engineer, he has a technical as well as the administrative powers. And financial and administrative powers of chief engineer. And financial and administrative powers of chief engineer. Say, administrative approval of the works, acceptance of tenders, works by contract up to 2 crores we have discussed, sanction approval of estimates for repairs, sanction of deposit works, purchase of livestock, repairs under tools and plant, to accord technical sanction for original work and repairs. Say, financial administrative powers of chief engineer is administrative approval of the works, acceptance of the tenders for works by contract up to 2 crores, sanction approval estimates for repairs, and sanction of deposit works, purchase of livestock, repairs under tools and plant, to accord technical sanction for original work and repairs. Come to the superintending engineer. Superintending engineer, he is responsible to the chief engineer for the following respect of his circle. Superintending engineer he is responsible to the chief engineer for the following respect of his circle. He is the headed of the one circle head. And the state government is divided into number of circles under the department. So he is circle head. The group of superintendent engineer work under the chief engineer. So he is responsible to the chief engineer, he is responsible to the chief engineer. Superintendent engineer is responsible to the chief engineer for the following in respect of his circle: administrative and technical control of the circle, exercise financial control and execution of original and repair works under his circle, inspects progress of works periodically is under his circle. He is a circle head. Under his circle, he can administrative and technical control and exercise financial control and execution of original and repair works and inspects progress of works periodically. His duties: superintendent engineer SE duties, arranges procurement of stores, inspect offices of all divisions under him, recruitment, transfer of subordinate staff, finalize the schedule of rates, review the progress by holding monthly meetings with executive engineers and contractors. What are the duties of superintendent engineer SE? Arranges procurement of stores, inspect offices of all divisions under him. He is a superintendent engineer. He is works head of the circle. Under his circle, number of divisions are there. All divisions he will inspects offices of all divisions under his control, under his circle. Recruitment, transfer of subordinate staff, finalize the schedule of rates, review the progress by holding monthly meetings with executive engineers and contractors. And financial and administrative powers of superintending engineer: administrative approval of works, acceptance of tenders by contract up to 50 lakhs, sanction of deposit works, works executed for other departments, example technical education, to accord technical sanction of original works and repair works. Say he accord administrative approval up to, maybe he can have up to 1 crore or 1 to 2 crores, 1 crore superintendent engineer. And the allotment of accord administrative approval, he doesn't have superintendent engineer, only that is up to the chief engineer. The allotment of tenders by contract up to 50 lakhs is full powers of agreement up to, he is not having full powers, only up to 2 superintendent engineer, only 40 lakhs, up to 40 lakhs he is have a sanction of acceptance of sanction of deposit works executed for other department by example technical education, sanction of deposit works, and to accord the technical sanction of original works and repair works. Accord technical sanction of original works and repairs, a superintendent engineer have 50 lakhs for in the original works, and maintenance works may be 10 lakhs, maximum limit up to. In this class, we have learnt about functions of administrative officers in the state government engineering departments, duties of chief engineer and superintendent engineer. We have learnt in this class functions of administrative officers in the state government of engineering departments, and these all are administrative officers, so right from chief engineer to superintendent engineer, etc. These are, they can have administrative powers. Functions of administrative officers in the state government engineering departments, duties of chief engineer and superintending engineer. Please, the chief engineer is responsible to superintendent engineer, secretary to the government, executive engineer, none of the above. So the chief engineer is responsible to A, superintendent engineer, B, secretary to the government, C, executive engineer, D, none of the above. From the following, identify the duties of chief engineer. Submits budget proposal to the government, exercises control over the expenditure, controls employment and transfers, all the above. So from the following, identify the duties of chief engineer. A, submits budget proposals to the government. B, exercises control over the expenditure. C, controls employment and transfers. D, all the above. Third question, superintending engineer SE can accept tenders by contract up to rupees. SE, superintendent engineer, can accept tenders by contract up to rupees 25 lakhs, A 25 lakhs, B 50 lakhs, C 10 lakhs, D 75 lakhs. And the superintendent engineer SE can accept tenders by contract up to rupees 25 lakhs A, B 50 lakhs, C 10 lakhs, D 75 lakhs. Frequently asked questions. 1. Write the duties of chief engineer. What are the duties of chief engineer? Question 1. Write the duties of chief engineer. 2. Write the duties of superintendent engineer. Write the duties of superintendent engineer. Write the duties of chief engineer. Write the duties of superintendent engineer. Thank you.